Hi guys, this is Zane from Ancient Gallery and welcome back to Drawing and Discovering Dinosaurs. Today we are going to be drawing a dinosaur called a Juravenator, which sounds very similar to Ichthyometer when you think about it, because they both have the last name Venator. So it just means hunter in, I think, Latin, yeah. So it's just a common name for carnivorous dinosaurs. However, unlike Ichthyometer, Juravenator was not very big and was not probably a formidable hunter. So yeah, basic information. So let's get started. Juravenator was very small, about the size of, say, a large rooster. It was part of the family called Compsognathidae, which were among one of the smallest dinosaurs in the world. Famously, Compsognathus was the smallest dinosaur in the world up to like 1990, when people found that it was actually much bigger, and the original specimen was a juvenile, and that is the case here with Juravenator as well. So Juravenator lived in Germany back in the late Jurassic, along with its relative Compsognathus and Archaeopteryx, a bit more distant relative, which was famously the first bird. And if you look at their skeletal structure, all three have very similar skeletons. It's almost impossible for a bypasser to tell them apart. The Compsognaths were coelurosaurs, so they were related to maniraptorans like Gallimimus and like raptors in general, and also related to Tyrannosaurs, but they were more distantly related to like Ichthyometer and Megalosaurs. Also, Compsognathids are famous for having incredibly long tails that were almost twice the size of their body. So, and they probably had a bit of feathers. It's still being debated whether Juravenator was actually a Compsognathid, because some studies show that it was actually a juvenile megalosaur, which would mean that it was related to the Spinosaurs, and other studies have shown that it was actually more closely related to birds, and therefore placed among the Maniraptorans. But it's still being debated whether Compsognathids as a whole family are in the Maniraptorae, or if they're just like just outside the Maniraptorae. So Juravenator would have eaten insects probably, and like small mammals, whatever it could catch back in the late Jurassic. So yeah, we really don't know much about these dinosaurs at all. Juravenator was much smaller than Compsognathus, but it's still there's still the fact that the only specimen that we have is from a juvenile. So yeah, that puts a damper on things. So there have been suggestions for like a length for quite a bit of length, ranging from kind of like 2 feet to like 4 feet, but we still don't know like the exact proportions. All right. So, I think that covers about pretty much most of the basic facts. So, we're just gonna color here. So, its feathers, we're just gonna paint its feathers a nice bright orange. And we're gonna color in the belly kind of more slightly yellower orange. Next, okay, we are going to color in the places that are not feathered, kind of like this maroon color. So that would be head, kind of like the hands. And the tip of the tail. Next, get some red, color in the tongue. Then get some pink, color in the mouth. And now, finally, I'm gonna get out the maroon again, and we're just gonna go crazy with spots. And and the places where they're kind of more like the yellow or orange, I'm gonna do orange spots. And kind of actually, I'm gonna use brown there. And I'm gonna add some texture on the scales by just like drawing these random dots. And we're just gonna repeat that everywhere. Right. Alright, now. Whoops. Brushman fell. Okay. We have this kind of a cyan crust. Crest, not crust, of blue feathers. Now I'm gonna kind of shade the bottom of that with electric blue. Next, I'm going to take out kind of turquoise color and color that in. Also take out kind of like an icy blue. Also color using that. So we get a nice kind of like a sky blue color right there. So yeah, we have our dinosaur finished, and I'm gonna add a kind of landscape. So back in the day, in like the middle and late Jurassic, kind of Germany was kind of like a bunch of lagoons, and there's a lot of limestone deposits there today from like the ancient ocean, which is why there are a lot of fossils there, because limestone, like bones fossilize easily in limestone. So we're just gonna draw some scenery. Alright, so alright, so you have a tree on a beach, kind of. So I'm gonna color in the sand. And I don't know if you can hear them, but there are some very loud crickets right where I'm at. So yeah, I mean, it kind of fits in with like a coastal forest. Alright, now this is kind of difficult, but don't worry. We are going to be using quite a few colors, teal, cyan, turquoise, and we're going to paint the lagoon. So apparently, because of like the amount of limestone there, or something, these lagoons were very toxic, which meant that sometimes even like birds or pterosaurs that just like flew over them would just die from the poisonous fumes and get trapped in the lagoon. But which is why we found a lot of stuff in limestone deposits. Alright, now I'm just gonna draw kind of like a few trunks here. So we're just gonna draw kind of like a forest in the background and paint that all in. Alright, now get out our dark green and I'm gonna start painting. So most of these are pines, so they're gonna be kind of like a dark green or maybe a teal. Alright, now I'm gonna get out a normal green, which honestly is pretty dark too, and we're gonna make a few pines. And we're pretty much just gonna color this whole thing in. Done. Alright. Now I'm gonna grab a Sharpie and color in this tree here. A much lighter and more kind of brighter shade of green. Kind of, to be honest, it kind of looks like an apple. Like a Granny Smith apple. Except for the fact that apples have not evolved yet. Alright, so color that in. Nice. Now I'm going to add some shading. Alright. Let's see, where's the dark green? Okay, here. Alright, now I'm gonna, let's see, get out, okay, we're gonna get out our green and just completely shade everything. Alright, now we're going to shade our dinosaur. Alright, so we're going to shade the trees as well. Alright. I'm gonna drop you a bit of kind of like shade on the sand. And yeah, so that's it. So yeah, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please comment, like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. We'll see you in the next one with our K dinosaur. Bye!